Hello and welcome, Wisdom Seekers. I have returned once again for another episode of DIY Wizardry. And in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to screen print with die-cut vinyl instead of using emulsion. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're starting off with cutting out the design. As you can see, the image is mirrored, and I have plenty of space around the actual image that I'm printing to make sure that no ink gets through in the screen once the decal is actually applied. So I'm using Oracle 651 vinyl. And once you have cut it out, you're going to weed it. Then you're going to use the transfer tape. I put a little piece of regular masking tape on the edge of it, and then pull out the paper from underneath the transfer tape, while also using a squeegee to make sure that you are getting all the bubbles out and it is as smooth as possible. Then what you do is you remove the backing tape as slowly and carefully as possible, pulling at a backwards sharp angle to make sure that nothing gets pulled up. And after you do that, then you apply the decal to your screen. And doing the same thing with as the transfer tape, make sure there's no bubbles underneath it. And then you take off the transfer tape carefully as possible, like you did with the other portion. Once I was done with this step, I made sure to let the vinyl adhesive cure onto the screen for 24 hours, like the instructions for the vinyl say to do when you are applying it to any other surface. That way, when you are printing, the ink doesn't unstick the vinyl from the screen and ruin your image. It'll also make sure that the screen is much more durable and you can get a lot more prints out of it. Because I was seeing online that people were complaining that they only got a few, 10 to 15 prints out of using a vinyl screen before things started going wrong. After that, you're going to take masking tape or painter's tape, as I'm using, and cover up the rest of the screen from the back of the screen to make sure that no paint gets through and leaks onto whatever you're printing on. Next, what you need to do is set up your press and put your t-shirt on the platen. Okay, so now what you're going to do is put some ink on the screen. I'm using water-based ink, but you can use plastisol if you want. Make sure you get a good long bead going. More ink is better than less. And then you're going to flood the screen with ink. You can do this once or twice, depending on how much ink you want on the screen. And then you are going to use both hands, pulling with the squeegee towards you with firm pressure, and then you're going to lift the screen up. And as you can see, the ink comes off of the screen and is on the shirt. And then once you are done printing, make sure that you cure the ink as per the instructions, depending on which type of ink you used. I did water-based ink, so you just let it air dry and then you heat press it. Once you're done printing, just pull all the vinyl off of the screen, like so, and then you're just going to wash it off with water. Use a brush if you need to get any pieces off or any little dried spots. So as you can see, I got 50 shirts done for a band called Metalbrook, and I had no issues with the image degrading at all. Well, that's it for now, guys. I hope you found that informative and helpful. And if you'd like to help support the channel further, you can look at the t-shirt designs that I have done for my own custom line in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and get out there, make some t-shirts. Until next time, the wizard has spoken.